Right. So let me start. The first position here is it's 10:05. Bado tuna time. Farm tech position, and the pay is 40K. The pay is 40K. Farm tech position. Cherry Mwangi. Sawa Cherry. Point taken. I'll see what to do about that. Sawa. Inbox me on WhatsApp. So farm tech position, the pay is 40K, and the job is located in Mombasa. Not Mombasa, God. At Embakasi. You need to have a diploma in pharmacy. Okay. Diploma in pharmacy, 2 years of experience. I'll give the email. Or they insist that you must be enrolled with the Pharmacy and Poisons Board. Then there's fast moving consumer goods sales, team leader position. The pay is between 70 to 90K. On Mombasa Road is the location of the job. Degree or diploma in sales and marketing, 8 years of relevant experience. Must have sold juice, pasta, and biscuits. Juice, pasta, and biscuits. One of those products. You can easily get that job. So the position is a team leader, FMCG sales. And I'll share the email. Consultant engineers, or rather civil engineers, conversant with design for both structural and infrastructure, 3 to 5 years relevant experience. Right, for those jobs, share your CV to jobs@brightsmanagement.com. Jobs@brightsmanagement.com. Right, next lot is commercial sales executives. To sell construction materials, hardware, that's hardware. There's cement, bitumen, steel. The pay is negotiable, and you'll be located on Mombasa Road. All right, so you're expected to deal with contractors. All right, next job. All right, with that, you need the relevant sales executive experience. Then there's a solar technician. The pay is 50,000. It's in Nairobi. You need to have a diploma in electrical engineering, 3 to 5 years of experience as a solar engineer. Job number 3, production supervisor, and this is a bakery na iko Ruiru. And thank you Limiz, unakuja kutuambia to grow, tuna grow kiakili. Production supervisor bakery, 35K, location is Ruiru. All right, good experience managing a bakery, to oversee supervision, production, okay? So be in charge of staff, and also going to be overseeing production, all right, and machines, okay? You ensure that machines are working. For all those jobs, jobs@brightmanagement.com. Someone post that email. Biochem na kuona. Biochem unaweza fanya kama farmtech ukingoja, si ndio? All right, I get you. Any position? Keep on listening. All right, so agronomist position, Kwambox, the position is what? You're being paid in dollars. So your job inamaanisha iko Kenya, most likely. Right, US dollars, $600 to $800, and the job is in Zambia, okay? So, and all travel and accommodation logistics will be provided. Good knowledge of agronomy, crop protection, advice and guidance. Share your CV to jobs@brightsmanagement.com. All right, let's see what else. Office administrator. The pay is 36,000. In Mombasa. You need to have a degree or a diploma in any related field. 3 years of relevant experience. Okay, office administrator, najua mko wengi. And then steward position, the pay is 20K na iko South C. 2 2 years of relevant experience in hospitality industry. All right, show your CV to jobs at brightsmanagement.com. Ati kwa nini Terry ako confused? Why is she confused? Why are you confused? Needs a job, medical job. Ah, medical lab. Okay, official Faye, I see you. I hear you too. Told you guys to stop giving up. Don't give up. Wait for your time. Wait for your time. Wait for your time. Celebrate the others as you wait for your time. And my girl, I interview prep 2 girls this morning for an interview. One of them has gotten the job. She just texted, so yay. That's good. All right, let's see what else is available on this page. PA, personal assistant position. This is in Nairobi, and you're getting a pay of 30K, 30,000, 30K. Maureen Award, the email I shared is the same, which is jobs@brightsmanagement.com, jobs@brightsmanagement.com. So the position I'm reading right now is that of a personal assistant. The pay is 30K. Pay is 30K in Nairobi. 3 years of experience in the same position. I'm an admin, I'm any other position. You must have knowledge on MS Office. Thank you, Salsa. Masikia. Sasa nawambia mimi nitasoma. The best way, alright, sorry, I edited my version. Going back to your version. The easiest way to get where you want to is to celebrate those who are ahead of you. And very true. Trust me. Until you can give, that's when you receive. You hear your pastors talk about this. Me siongei context the church, give and give. No. I mean, if you can give a humanity act that does not cost you anything. Patia mtu kachumvi jioni. Mtu anaumia, mtumie ka 20 bob. Patia kasoo nini, you know. Msaidia mtu kwenu kama amefungua maji na kiateka. Msaidia maji bila kwenda kutangaza. Mtu anakupigia na kwambia niko na hii issue. Mwambie kuja nikugawie sukari. Such acts of kindness, God sees, and God will bless you for that. Acts of kindness. And by the way, 166 of us, we have to vow whenever you help somebody, you can never share it, even with your mother. Because I know we tell our mothers everything. So that is the person who receives the most. Sindo, you cannot even tell your mother, not even your mother. So if you cannot tell your mother, then that means you cannot tell anyone. You can't tell hubby. You can't tell even your husband or your wife. If you ever help somebody, it's just you and them. And those are acts of kindness. God rewards on that. So when you celebrate others, when your time comes, you receive your blessings. God sees that. Thank you, Salsa. Thank you for that. So there's a word position. PP1 teacher. The pay wenye watu hii ni watu wa Nakuru. Hii ni ya kwenu Salsa. Salsa is in Nakuru. So the pay is 12,500. Ni PP1 teacher. Location iko Nakuru. Right? This is a teacher who does music and drama. Music and drama experience is an added advantage. They're looking for a lower primary teacher. PA. PA ilikuwa jobs@brightsmanagement.com. I'm sorry. Jobs@brightsmanagement.com. Ilikuwa hiyo email. So HR manager position, who has managed, listen, this is the catch. They're looking for a HR manager who has managed over 1,000 employees. 1,000 employees. The pay is 80K, and this is a security firm, and it is based in Westlands. Okay. To make application is jobs@brightsmanagement.com. Be careful of Bright. Bright is BRITES. Okay. Unaimulika sana hiyo. Yeah, Nakuru. It's a good one. It's a good one. Nani ya music. Right, shady. I say that. So accounts assistant position, the pay is 35K, and eco located in Westlands. CPA 1 and 2 only. That's the requirement, 3 years of experience, and you need to have experience in QuickBooks. Irichia kwa sawa sana near Nairobi. For all those jobs, make application too. Yes. I'm going to explain that. Evans Cheboy. So jobs at brightmanagement.com. So for the newbies, thank you, Veronica, for that. For the newbies, for the OBs, know this. Newbies, you may not. All right. There are companies that are called recruitment. I'm responding this because of what saying this because of Evans Cheboy. She said Bright waliniambia mshahara ya kwanza na wagawia 50% ikiingia nikashangaa. Usishangae. That is their kind of business. Okay? What recruitment firms do, they link employers and employees pamoja. Okay? So they have staff who look for jobs, staff who look for employees, because trust me, wacha nikwambie, kama kuna kitu ngumu, you guys think that getting a job is so hard. Getting a job is not hard. The most difficult part, and a HR will tell you this, is to match a candidate to a job. Hiyo ndio ngumu sana. Because you find someone who has all the experiences, but they cannot fit in a team. They don't fit in a team, all right? You find somebody who comes in with all the skills, lakini kitu tu moja yenye unataka afanye, hajui, ama ni mslow na hiyo department akamtum fast. Ama unapata mtu anaongea sana, na hiyo department akingia anaongea sana hatubui. Ama mtu ni mshy. As in, na una hiyo time. It's fast paced. Businesses need to move. Business need to run. So the matching a candidate, but then let me tell you, when you sit down and write a JD, to match that JD to a candidate who gives you all those responsibilities, it's very hard. In most cases, what HRs do, they take the candidate who's the closest and then train on the bits that you're missing pole. But they have to ensure that at least you can do the job. Biashara isimami. Because imagine, let's say kama hii tunasema, we were talking about Premier Foods, sindio? It's a production line. People are buying. We have shopkeepers kila kona hii dunia, not dunia, hii Kenya. Kuna duka mahali wanangoja mafuta ya Golden, sindio? Kuna duka inangoja biscuit. Watoto wanatafuta biscuit. So, lazima biscuit ziuzwe. Watakunambia Premier Foods ita slow down kwa sababu wamehire a new employee in a certain department. Things are moving. So HRs have to make sure things are moving. Things cannot stop. And you cannot make mistakes, because making a mistake in business means what? That's a loss. You cannot recover. And let me tell you, one loss, I'm telling you, 1 shilling loss in business, you guys know this. You hear what? Drivers complain shilingi moja ikiongezwa kwa mafuta, si ndio? And guys are like, shilingi moja ni kidogo. Si kidogo. It's massive. It's massive. So you cannot make a mistake. I'm telling you, make a mistake of 1 shilling to reduce kwa price ya unga in a company, punguza tu shilingi price na shilingi moja. Alafu muuze products worth millions of cash. How much money have you lost? And that is per product, that is per unit. All right, per unit. One shopkeeper takes about maybe 14 units. Ndio, 14 units ni duka moja, ni wholesaler amenunua, so ana supply that whole region, which means amenunua products ngapi? Hiyo ni region moja. So imagine someone in the office making such a mistake of a shilling. Do you know a company could go down because of a shilling? Did you guys know that? Shilingi moja inaweza wamaliza company completely. Na wafunge. One mistake by one accountant in a major company. Na wamaliza. And they cannot recover. With that month, hawezi lipa KRA, hawezi lipa wafanyikazi. And it is 1 shilling effect. That's bad, eh? Yes, it is. It is. So that's why, imagine, now you're the HR, you're tasked with ensuring that staff are trained and you bring the right people. It's not easy for them to. Ngumu. I was just responding. So now you said Bright Management needs you to pay. Yes, that's how they handle their business. These are recruitment firms. They're placed to get people, connect people with jobs. So how do they pay their staff? By the money you pay them. So some of these companies will ask you to pay a registration fee, or a first salary could be 50, 60, 30%, which for me is okay, because without them, if I sit here today, the company is around me. Sindio, do I know what positions are available? No. But if I check Bright Management on their website, I can find all the positions available. So they're providing a service. We're just paying for that service. We're paying for the facilitation. So don't complain. And again, imagine I'm getting you a full-time job. Sindio, alafu nakwambia first month nilipe tu 50%. See what I say? But that's how their mode of businesses work. And for us, I've been a HR for many years. Without such companies, you cannot survive. By the way, let me tell you, when I was a HR back in, I started working back in 2010. I think I got my first job 2009. That's when I got my first job. Nilikuwa mdogo mchanga. That was my first job. I remember I was working for Kuguru Foods Company, hii kampuni ya Softa. That was the thing, my second job. I remember Kuguru Foods Company had the Softa drinks. At the same time, they had an unga production, tulikuwa tunaita Kitares, and one more, and then there was a real estate. I was a HR of all of them. I was in charge of the production of soda, which is the Softa. And since the Softa, kuna Softa Babito, sijui nini, zilikuwa mingi, if you guys remember. Hiyo ni production. Above it all, kulikuwa na Kitares milling. Walikuwa na produce unga. Sawa. Third, kulikuwa na properties za Kuguru. It's a major company. You guys know Kuguru. I think mnamjua. Alikuwa MD wa Maji. What this company? Anyway, not important. So, I remember there's one time the supervisor in Kitares supervisor resigned on a morning. They resigned simply because they had an issue at home. And I had to fill that position. Mark you, there were no recruitment firms. I can't call Kina Omolo sijui nani. I need somebody urgently. Remember, I'm not just handling Kitares. And I was the only HR, no assistant, alone. The only person who could help was the secretary. Once in a while, we were sharing the secretary, me, Kuguru, the wife, Sisi Wote, one secretary. Aya, so now I have to fill that position before the end of the day. I remember I had to go poach. I won't mention which company I went to. But I didn't have a car, but then got into a boda. It was such a hassle. Mimi naweza waambia mbona I support recruitment firms. I got into a boda that morning. Kuna kampuni ya new ya unga, nikaenda hapo, nikapoach. The next day the guy reported. So imagine if I had recruitment firms with me. If I knew I was a junior, there was no one to mentor me, but I needed to fill that position before the end of the day. So I went in, nikapata, it was a big company. They had so many supervisors. I went, kangoja lunchtime, ningoja tu masaa ya lunch. Kena mali wanakula lunch. Vizuri tu. Polepole, unataka pesa ngapi? Naweza kupatia this much. Sawa basi. Uko wapi kuja interview kesho? Came interviewed kesho the next day and he started work. So imagine if I knew Kina Omolo, would I have gone through that hassle? They make our lives much easier. So don't complain about the fee. Akilipa tu your fee. It makes your work easier. Because I imagine, jana kwanza, let me remind you guys, I spoke to this lady. I won't tell you where she is, but she's very far from Nairobi. And we're just having a conversation. She's looking for a job. And I changed her mindset, jana. I told her, don't look for a job. There's a gap where you are. Create a solution. And she told me she's starting that company. I'm waiting for her to come back this week. She's doing registration of the company today. Because in her mind, she was looking for a job, any job. Angechukua hata 20K. But I can tell you, the minute she starts a recruitment firm where she is, that lady will be a millionaire in a very short time. And there's a gap in her region. So imagine, nyinyi wote, kuna HR mahali hapa. There's a HR somewhere. Hapa tu. Ama not even HR. A professional here. Mahali huko si Nairobi. Guys within that area wanataka hiyo. They need that. They have a gap and they need a solution. And you are the solution. But in your head, you're still stuck. Thank you, Sasa. This is usually your class. You keep saying this. In your head, you're thinking you need a job. But God says, God needs to bless you. Okay? God needs to use you to bless others by you creating a solution. So think outside the box. Think outside the box. Imagine mali niko na hapa. What is the gap in iko pale? Nini naweza patia watu value nayo hapa na inilipe? And there's nothing. Trust me, there's no employer. Okay? Thank you, Sasa. He's saying he loves seeing people who see gaps. Hakuna employer atawahi kulipa better than you running your own company. If I start a recruitment firm today, sindio, ni leo tu. Let me just base it in Imara. How many shops are in Imara? Imara tu hapa hivi. Many, sindio? Thousands of shops, sindio? Do they struggle with getting employees? Of course, yes. Can they pay me 500 to get them employees? Yeah. Employer atanipa 500, nika biro, atanipa 500 nimpatie 500, sindio? Nimpatie mtu. Alafu, At the end of the day, how much money do you make? No employer will ever pay you better than what your brains can pay you. Aya, moving on. Hii yako Terry, hata ndakuja kuongea juu hiyo siku ingine. That's a major inbox me. Right, so don't complain, just pay these guys their money, wakutafutie kazi, it makes it much easier. Mimi nilikuwa kwa hiyo generation wakati kwa na recruitment firms. I suffered to get staff until I created a proper database of employees. It was a hassle. I think tulikuwa tunatumia website gani? I can't even recall. There was only I think one website and it took time before upate wafanyikazi. It was crazy. It was crazy. Right, sijui daktari ako wapi? Daktari, if you can give you a few more minutes. Niendelee kidogo kusoma kazi. If you don't mind. All right. Sawa. So let me look at other opportunities. Moving on from that. So I need guys to start thinking. Think of creating solutions. Hapa na mtapata pesa mzuri. I'm sorry, I'm not able to read your comments. I'm trying to, but ni ngumu. All right, so there's a senior data engineer, Python, senior data engineer, in this case Python, responsible for employing machine learning techniques to create and sustain structure that allows for the analysis of data while remaining familiar with dominant programming and deployment strategies in the field. Can I tell you guys, by the way, before I started reading jobs, I was not fluent. I am surprised every single day at how fast I can read things and God. So 5 years experience in Python, knowledge of pandas, NumPy, and matplotlib, whatever that is, experience in working with SQL and NoSQL database, high level of English communication, research oriented. The pay is 400, is it 400 or 4 million? Or 400 Kenya shillings? 400,000 Kenya shillings. Experience with Kafka / Rabbit MQ. So if you'd be interested in that kind of a job, share your CV to recruitment@outlook.com. recruitment@outlook.com. All right. Oh, so you're asking that question. Allow me to answer this job. And by the way, hii kazi ya 400,000 Kenya shillings. Nimesema email is Yvonne is YVONN, YvonneRecruitment@outlook.com, and they have a number 0781. Whenever you see an employer posting a number, that position is urgent. 0781 492 502. So you dear Yvonne, anaitwa Yvonne Karaoke. All right, all the best kwenye hiyo kazi. So Bobo was asking something. Do these recruitment firms? Yes, they do. They deliver. They'll get you jobs, because I have hired using through recruitment firms, and also here so many guys. Omolo has hired of I think 20. We're at 20 now, in a span of 1 and something months. He's really tried. He has. He's gotten a few of you guys hired, and he still has a lot more. The only thing is patience. Usipeleke CV kwao and then you expect you get a job very quick, because they don't have the jobs. They just have employers who will say, I have a position that's vacant, and this could take a few weeks, a few months. So for a position, because you don't know, sijui receptionist wamende company ataquit lini, sijui admin ataquit lini, sindio? But they have many companies of the sort. They have many companies, so it's likely for him to get a job, okay, a job that's vacant, than it is for you to get one. Okay, so what I'm saying is just be patient. Give them your CV, approach different recruitment firms, give them your CV, keep sharing your CV. Also, pia wewe, put the effort, do something, make applications every day. Come here, go through the websites of different companies, keep applying, na wapatie CV yako. Eventually, one day, one time, utaangukia. Me, I've gotten there are times I've gotten 2 jobs. Taken interviews, the same day I'm supposed to report to work, and I report to 2 jobs, and I'm thinking, so I wake up and I tell God, this is a true story. My last job, I woke up, and I think I've given that story here. I woke up one day through Omolo. One job was through Omolo. The other one was, I think, corporate staffing, because I was using both. I applied on corporate staffing and Omolo called me for an interview. I took both interviews within the same week. And I got offered the job, I think, a day apart. And one of the jobs was near me. The other job was quite far. And the job that was quite far was paying low. But there was a lot of exposure. But I didn't choose that. I took the one that was paying less, but near me, and I was going to do something different. Quality management systems. That was my interest other than HR. That's what I took. Yes, my story. So, yes, recruitment firms do come through. So to me, akina corporate staffing, nilisema Thursday nakuja kusoma corporate nini, different recruitment firms and their terms. Thursday ni when kesho? Nerosha. Is it tomorrow? Yesterday was Tuesday, Wednesday, it's tomorrow. Okay, sawa kesho. Tune in tomorrow. I'll give you different recruitment firms and I'll call them today after this. I'll give someone hiyo kazi. Aha, Ruth, ushapata kazi. Please call different recruitment firms. I'll give you the list. Let's find out what their rate is. So tomorrow tutawapatia information. I'm sorry I can't read your comments. Najua ni mingi. Omolo's number. If you want Omolo's number, iko pale, ingia tu TikTok yangu. One of the pinned videos, tapata namba ya Omolo hapo. Okay? Just go call him. But I tell you, when you go to him, be patient. Be patient with him and also exercise. Don't be full of anger. He's also trying to get you a job. Sindio, just be patient. Akona wengi, si wewe peke yako, mko wengi. Alright, I can't read all your comments. I'm sorry. So tomorrow, and then also, this recruitment firms, unapata zingine, you just pay kidogo money for registration. Then when they get you a job, by the way, do not pay. Kama si recruitment fee, kama si registration fee kidogo, this is a 50%, 60%. You can only pay once you have gotten a job and you have a contract. Are we together? Are we clear? All right, you have to get a job and you get a contract. And by the way, guys, stop taking jobs. I'm very good at saying this, and the other day I was scammed. Right, so this lady comes up with a project. You need to do this, 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 and I'm like, simple. Send it to me. I do it for you. And yeah, send it to them. Part of it, I started working on this end, and yeah, never got feedback after that. So anyway. Even when you're looking for other opportunities, be very I know. Sasa cheka yako yote. Tuna sign contract kwanza. I'm not doing anything for any company first. Sawa. No comments on that. You can laugh, it's okay. All right, let's look at other opportunities available. No, daktari is almost coming. Rosie Asante, thank you. All right, for those people who are not here, let me just repeat this. One job. Ilikuwa kazi ya maternity, nurse. Ilikuwa theater. So the same hospital, which was Metropolitan Hospital, they're interested in a maternity nurse. And the other position, oh wow, Rosie, thank you. Thank you very much. Kuna maternity nurse. Now the other one was a theater nurse. So if you can work as a theater nurse, and this is on locum, okay? This is on locum, temporary. This is temporary, not permanent. So share your CV to who? Let me give you the email ya hiyo kampuni. Recruitment at metro-hospital.com. Recruitment at metro-hospital.com. Before 19th November. In this case, they're looking for a maternity nurse. And at the same time, they need a theater nurse. Yeah, theater nurse. So professional sales consultant position. Professional sales consultant, and I see the products I see here is quite a lot. So ni kampuni ni ile inajita Kimfei. Kimfei mnajua wanatengeneza nini? Wako na diapers, tissue, Fay tissues, kuna bio oil, they produce bio oil, kuna Sifa, kuna cling film, kuna Duracell ni yao. Okay, Cortex pads, Huggies ni yao. So they have the position of sales consultant, Nairobi region. Nairobi region. All right, you need to have a degree in what? Or equivalent in sales and marketing. 3 years of experience in sales and marketing. Have a solid track record of driving sales growth. What else? Interested candidate. Share your CV, and on your application letter indicate your current gross salary and also indicate your expected. And you're sending your CV to the human resource manager. So you're addressing it to the human resource manager, but the title of this, or rather the subject line, is going to be professional. Take this, professional sales consultant. Okay, professional sales consultant. All right, let me find the email. Recruitment. You're going to send it to recruitment at KM. Right, is it KM? Hey, this is an to laptop because man, kadogo. All right, KIM FAY Kimfay KIMFAY.com. Okay, .com. That's a good company. Share your CV in numbers. All right, client service executive. Share your CV to jobs@stellahr.co.ke. jobs@stellahr.co.ke. There's a position of a document controller. You report to the head of QMS, Quality Management Systems. You report to the head of Quality Management Systems. So you are a document controller. You're new here. Karibu Valerie. Karibu. So qualifications is what? 2 years of experience as a records manager. Familiarity in construction procedure and standards, industry standard documentation. All right, I think just QMS. If you're good with ISO, this is more of an ISO QMS position stroke EMS. EMS, QMS, ISO. If you've worked in any company and you've been an administrator within this is a very good job for you. And this job is closing on the 19th of November. So you need to go and check out Unity Homes, UNITY Homes, okay? unityhomes.co.ke. Check under their careers. Hiyo kazi iko hapo. Bedeko umefanya QMS. This was my last job. I did QMS. Very interesting topic. I did ISO QMS. It taught me a lot. And bedeko umefanya QMS ISO. I don't even know why you're employed. That was the reason why I left employment. QMS ISO. That job pays. Seriously. Good money. So if you've done ISO QMS, sijui mbona uko employed, you could provide solutions for so many companies. Let me ask you, how many companies do you think struggle with data and systems and processes? If you can provide that solution to many companies, how marketable are you and how much money can you make? And you just simply need to be affiliated with companies like ISO. Not ISO. Which of these companies are ISO? Please remind me, I've forgotten. The company gani zina provide ISO solutions. You just need to be affiliated with them. Simply, if you bedeko umefanya ISO, QMS, niko employed, toka. Tafuta kazi toka. Ama salso unaonaje? Sasa are you still here? Aki daktari. Ulifika ama bado? Yupo. Daktari utajibu hiyo. Niambie kama napotosha watu. Because I think ISO QMS is good. Tell me that's a good career. That could earn you good money. Start now. There's so many companies looking for that solution. That simple solution. If you can do QMS for them, create procedures. Hiyo nimeachia daktari. Tutadiscuss hiyo akikuja. What is ISO and QMS? Daktari atajibu. So Cynthia Avilia. Daktari atajibu. Daktari pole na kuambush. pole. It's simply quality management systems. Just create systems within a company to enable the companies to work. It's more of policies. You create policies. Like if I want to, like what? Let's talk about procurement department. For you to procure any product, there's a certain procedure to be followed. Okay. So now, if you're working as a procurement assistant and then you make a mistake, right? And you did not even make a mistake, you purchase or rather procure or store a product, all right? And you do not follow the policies and the procedure, because procedure is from point A to B to C to D, right? If you break any of that, you're in trouble, and that could mess the whole company. That simple mistake. Okay, I'm trying to make it the simplest way possible. So it make sense. Simply policies. Una create policies in a company. So ISO is authorized, right? Is certified to help companies in creating policies and procedures, more of procedures. Sawa, quality management systems. Chief Heartbreaker anasema ameelewa. I try to simplify the best I can. Thank you, Cynthia. At least umeelewa. So what I was asking was, how many companies right now do you think are struggling with QMS? Why do you think companies make losses? Why? Why do you think we have theft? Why do you think companies, I'm not talking about companies, I'm talking about mama duka. Huyu mama wa shop, huyu mwenye ako hapa chini ya kwenu, muulize na hasara zake ni ngapi? Why? Because akiuza kitu moja, okay, akiuza kitu moja na pocket anatuma mtoto ndio buy kalamu, si ndio? Does she document all this? Is she able to calculate her loss and profits? Is she able to? Ama yeye tu ni kuuza, shika leta ninunue, ajui hata profits zake ni product gani zina move. All right, that's the area I'm talking about. That could earn you money. You did QMS, Chief Heartbreaker. Aha. Na mbona uko hapa? QMS. Hebu nitafute Chief Heartbreaker. ISO QMS ni whole degree. No. It's not a degree. It's a certification. It's a certification. And you can be a facilitator. You take classes and you're certified. Okay. And sisi hatuongea atakuwa facilitator. Bora uko na hiyo skill. There's so many people out here that would pay you to create systems for them. Hata hizo butchery hapo nje. ISO documentation inakusaidia kujua mali una make profits na losses. Aki daktari natoka 11. I promise 11. I did QMS as a unit. Neza ndio hiyo Chief Heartbreaker, unaweza. And by the way, get companies that do ISO. I'm forgetting the names of those companies that provide ISO solutions. Wacha ni Google. Sindi Google niwapatie sahi, because that's, if you can be affiliated with any of these companies, you make good money. They have auditors. It's a recruitment. MNSC. I don't know them. Nebu sema ISO. Thank you, Bianca. No, nazielewa. These are skills that will pay you. And the challenge is, by the time mtu akuja kuchanue that unaweza make dough na such a skill, ndio jiamini utakushaji waste. So if you're young right now, sahi uko na chance ya ku make mistakes zako zote, and you make a lot of money. Biashara ikishika imeshika. Sote nawapatia companies zenye wanaweza kufanya ISO. Right. Nimetorokea huku kwanza chai poe. Ni wapi huko umetorokea? Ati chai poe. Okay. Nilifanya communication degree, nimekupata. Aya. Chai poe. Ni sawa tu. Let me find these companies in Kenya. There's so many. I'd rather Google them. Just Google them. Right, Google them so that nisichukue time ya daktari. ISO, just Google ISO providers in Kenya. Sawa, ama QMS providers in Kenya. Wako wengi. All right, I've talked about Golden Marketing severally, and this is a company This is a company that does marketing for many other companies. You see, just like you find a company like CCI, keep talking about CCI because it's a company that provides a solution for call centers, all right? You find companies like Kina Safaricom, sijui kina nani, Equity nani. Every company nowadays has a department ya communications, sindio? Na PR, right? So sometimes they don't, because it's not major. They need someone to manage that service for them. So what happens is they use companies like Golden Marketing, all right? Or they use a company like CCI for call center. Okay, for call center, or rather customer care. So you have so many customer cares, but you have different clients. So ukipiga simu badala ende Equity, inaenda kwa hiyo kampuni. Then call center agent pale ana-escalate kwa ile kampuni mali amekuwa ile kampuni anafanyia kazi. I hope you understand. So it's same thing as marketing. There are different companies that will come to me as Nyawere and say, Nyawe, naweza kumarketia biashara yako. Alright, nilipe ni kumarketia. Toke hapa ende kwa kampuni ingine next ya Espira, mbe naweza kumarketia. Atoke hapa ende Safaricom, toke hapa ende, na nimesha Safaricom sana. Toke hapa ende kwa Kasuku, si ndio? So they have a team that does kwenye thika ya mafuta. Yes, you find such a company that has so many products. So they